Right guys, let's have a look at the Trangia which my mate Jody acquired and gave to me for free, believe it or not, so it's a bit of a score. I've been looking at is it worth carrying and all the rest of it. I suppose if you were canoe camping or if you just wanted to do a light car camp, even a motorbike camp, it'd probably be alright. Runs on alcohol, metho for those of you who are curious. It came, well, let's open it up and have a look. Came with the band. So there's your fry pan. That's actually the non-stick, that's the good one. Got a little bit of use and wear to it, but you know, for nothing, it's pretty good. The old pot grabber, these are okay. You can get better ones, but they'll do the job. This one actually came with a little kettle, which was pretty cool. Don't mind that at all. We'll get back to that in a sec. It's enough to make 1 cup of coffee, but it boils pretty quick, so inside, whoop. If I can stop fumbling around, you got the two nesting bowls. Again, they're the non-stick anodized. I haven't actually seen, I know they still sell the non-stick anodized ones, but I haven't actually seen them here with that coating on the outside. It's pretty cool. It does make them a bit heavier, but we'll see. We're going to do a bit of a fry up and test it in a minute, so pull that out, get that out of the way. Oh, get that out of the way. This is where your little spirit burner lives. It didn't come with the bag for that, so I just put it in a Ziploc bag. It's just to stop any spirits or leakage or whatever getting into your drinking water, or you know, just keep things clean is basically what I'm talking about. We're not going to be using that today, so we'll put that aside. Same with the bowls, we're not going to be using them. We'll be using the fry pan, and we'll be using the holder. So yeah, I'm going to cook up some sausages, see how it goes. You know, I forgot to get some oil. Let's try it out non-stick, see if it works. I don't always have oil when I'm out there, so. Alright, the burner. There's the burner. Excuse me. Put that in there out of the way. Comes with the simmer ring, which I'll probably be using because I'm going to be frying, so you don't want it to, you know, full on. It'll just burn the outside of the sausages and do nothing. So we'll just put that out of the way for a second. That's the top. That's the bottom. So, as every other video, guys, I'm not going to go into depth of how it goes. Put it in its slots and twist it. It's in. Little holders in for the kettle. There you go. Holders in for the kettle. Holders out for the fry pan. Or bigger pots or whatever. You can use other pots on it. It's something good about it. So, I'll just move that out of the way for a sec. We'll talk about this little fella. That's your burner. It's currently full of metho. And it didn't come with a seal in the lid. I'd say they'd be using the lid to put it out with and probably wrecked it, or it's split, or it's old, or whatever. But yeah, I went and bought a couple of seals, so I've got one in there and a spare one somewhere. I think it's inside. And this is your, if you're going to put it out, guys, this is what you use. Close the simmer ring fully up, drop it on, it puts it out. Don't use that. If you use that, you're going to end up wrecking that rubber seal in there. So I'm going to set this to about half because I reckon that's what it'll be. I'll set that aside. Bring this back over. So something I noticed, guys, I'll give you a look in. I don't know if you can see in there. I'll have a look with this camera too. The brass coating, I think it is coming off. I don't know what that is in there, but it's coming off. I'm only using methylated spirits in there, nothing, you know, exciting. So anyway, we'll have a look at that later. I'll pop that in there. Need a lighter. Need a lighter. Another thing I didn't bring. Be back in 2 seconds, guys. Still got ages. Now, lighting these things. You see a lot of people doing this, and you can do that. I mean, it works. It's just awkward sometimes, and if it flares up, if it's already hot, it'll flare up, and if you like hair on your knuckles, don't do it. Here's a little tip with alcohol stoves I don't see people do, and I don't know why they don't. We'll go over here just to prove a point. Any bit of leaf or stick will do the job. Yeah, there's a stick. Now that's just come out of a wet garden. Just damp. It's not even really a stick. It's a hollow bit of duff, some crap. So all I do is dip it in the metho, like that, and then dip it back in, and we can shake it. Hasn't even burnt the stick. It's gone out. Gelato. And now that's lit. So we just got to wait for that to flower up or bloom or whatever, and we'll get into cooking. So I might just put this stuff aside. I don't need that till later. Some sausos on, eh? For the Americans out there, these are snags. Snags. Just a few snags. I'm going to throw the juice in. You can see the fire. You don't know if you can see. You can see the flames coming outside. The bloody little jets or holes are in the outside, wherever they are. So we need to calm this down a bit because that's going to be way too hot to cook on. There is a way. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it about, I don't know if you can see that, about halfway. About halfway. I'm going to try and drop that in place. There we go, like that, so I don't burn myself. And as you can see, you've just got a little flame. I don't know if that's enough. It's supposed to be able to adjust it in there. These things are really stiff. I've got to fix that. Yes, hot. Let's have a go. Still going. Cool. See what happens, eh? It's starting to cook. I don't know if it's too high or not. I've got the simmer ring on there, but I got it fully open. Sizzle going anyway. Cooking now. And here's a little tip, whatever for you guys. I'm actually a butcher by trade. You want to cook sausages, you're not supposed to pierce them. It's the fat rendering inside that cooks the meat. If you pierce them, there's a good chance that you lose all that fat, and it'll dry out a bit, and the outside will stay a bit raw, and the inside will stay a bit raw, and the outside will just burn. So nice even medium heat for sausages, guys. With a don't pierce them. Keep the fat in there. If you want to do it right at the end, if you're worried about eating all that fat, fine, but cook them with the fat in there. That's my advice anyway. Grain of salt, guys. Grain of salt. This is one of the disadvantages of this kind of cooking with alcohol or methylated spirits is I want to adjust the temperature. As I do when I cook, I kind of turn the temperature, like cook on high to get it going and then turn it down to simmer, or vice versa. Like now I'd turn it up a bit just to speed things along, but it's awkward with this. I have to grab these, take the pan off, get that ring out, because that little simmer ring adjustment isn't easy to turn, so I usually pull it out and do it out, and that's all going to be hot, and that's just, yeah. With the gas insert, you can get a gas cooker for these. With a gas cooker you can just turn the knob. It's way more convenient. Alright, and you can see now, see the flames got a bit more aggressive because the heat's built up inside, so the alcohol will burn better. But it seems to be covering more at the pan, which is good. So the heat will come up the middle and out. It's the nature of the beast. I reckon we're nearly there, guys. I'll what I reckon. Got the bread ready over there. Well, guys, I'm going to call that done. Just set that aside. Excuse fingers. Hot. Oh. Ah! Alrighty, and to put it out, we've got to get that ring off. Ring off. Yeah, you have to watch this in the GoPro. That's going to be hot, so I'm trying to be careful. So this is the awkward thing about it. Like, that should really go around easy. There you go. Now we've got to drop it on there. And it's hot. Missed. Hey, that didn't work. There you go. That was the first. It's always put it out before. So we'll let that cool down, and then we can put that back on so it doesn't destroy the rubber, and that saves your alcohol. Meanwhile, this is what I'm going to do, guys. This is going to be hot. Nice. It's cooked. I'm going to eat, guys. We'll wrap it up. Does it work? Yeah, 100%. It's a bit fiddly. It's fun, especially if you like cooking with flame. Convenience. 7 out of 10, maybe. Maybe a 6 even. The solo stove with timber burning, once you get all your timber prepped and start cooking, that seems a little bit easier, to be honest, and you could control the heat a bit easier, and you don't have to carry fuel and all that sort of thing. But yeah, they work, obviously. Alright guys, that's it from me for today. I'm going to go and eat my sandwiches and go and watch some YouTube. Read a bit of Joe Robinette. He's doing a 10-day 10 items sort of thing out in the middle of nowhere. It's really interesting. If you guys don't know about Joe Robinette, go check him out. He's really good. Alright guys, catch you in the next one. Ciao.
Do not forget guys. Like, share, subscribe.